Now, the British Prime Minister is celebrating his health on this Easter weekend. Johnson has been discharged from hospital after battling coronavirus. Our Dominic Velitis brings us the latest.
Well, Boris Johnson is now at Chequers, the Prime Minister's official country residence, where he is continuing his recovery. And remarkably, he's already posted a 5-minute video update on Twitter, in which he thanked the British public for abiding by the current lockdown restrictions. And he also thanked extensively the medical staff who treated him during his period in hospital. Here's a little more of what he had to say.
I hope they won't mind if I mention in particular 2 nurses who stood by my bedside for 48 hours when things could have gone either way. They're Jenny from New Zealand, in Invercargill on the South Island to be exact, and Luis from Portugal near Porto. And the reason in the end my body did start to get enough oxygen was because for every second of the night, they were watching and they were thinking and they were caring and making the interventions I needed.
So it is a remarkable turnaround. Boris Johnson looks pretty good for someone who's recently spent time in intensive care. That said, I don't think anyone is expecting him to return to work anytime soon, and that has been confirmed by Downing Street in a statement earlier today. The Foreign Secretary, Dominic Raab, will continue to deputise for him, and he will be at the helm for next week's review of the UK's lockdown restrictions, which by law has to happen by the end of the week. But certainly some good news for Boris Johnson, for his family and for his fiancée, Carrie Symonds, who is expecting their first child. The good news does come, however, at a time when the UK is about to reach a grim milestone. By the end of today, we are expecting the number of those killed by coronavirus here to pass 10,000, with one leading expert here saying that the UK is likely to be one of the worst, if not the worst, affected country in Europe. Dominic Velitis, CBC News, Bristol.